You know what I'm saying? The good and the bad. Just like when you think about the 20th century, you think about the Duke Ellingtons and the Pavlovs and the, you know what I'm saying, the Pablo Picassos and all of those kind of people. They were the architects.
Almost as though this is our Renaissance.
Exactly. Right. So it's on us. You know what I'm saying, to make it or to break it. You know, I mean, so I feel that's one of the impetuses that just push me. It's like, hey, look, it's time. It's time to do it. It's time to, and you can look around and see the artists that get it, because it's like the spiritual message that come, and it's not like a clear one, but you see the artists around. It's a batch of us that just a sort of.
I feel like you know, and this is something that I think within the poetry community, within the artistic community, you've always kind of been like the bar. But I really feel as though Self-Portrait, which is the name of your play, really kind of revolutionized poetry for a lot of people. Okay. And I'm gonna say that because I just starting off the play, you know, for lack of a better word, ass naked, you know, just stripped down, totally naked, and then we come to through the experience of the play, it's like we almost get to know who you really are, you know, who you are beneath the garb, and to me that was like sort of a challenge that was being laid out to the greater artistic community about really revealing who we are, because there's so much artwork out there that really doesn't reflect who we are. I mean, a lot of us, you know, people can
do it emotionally, they can do it verbally, they can do it mentally, but they cannot do it physically. That's some humbling stuff.
Yeah, it messed me up to watch it.
Not messed you up and like, oh my god, he's naked. It's more like, yo, like you're really pretty much embodying all the discomfort of being through an experience, not just, you know, incarceration, but just your life. You know what I mean? Yes. And to me, that was a deep thing.
And it speaks to like how we wear masks. I mean, the fact that you could, and I was gonna ask you that, man. Like starting off, I've never seen anything like that. To start off a play,
stripping. Stripping.
Yo, it's you know, I'm gonna tell you that again, coming out of, after being with Uncle Sam, you know, that's one of the things that happened. And because, you know, I'm a trained historian, the minute that happened, you know, I've been fingerprinted before, and I've been mugshotted before, but I've never been processed for a prison before. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that whole process, that whole bend down and cough thing, and white, black, every man in there, it's definitely psychologically designed to break you, because they do it to you in front of, you know, I came in that night. I think I came in with like 79 men that night. And, you know, this is, you know, you get mugshotted, fingerprinted, and then you go to this other area and you're stripping. You know, you see the shower, so you see brothers in the shower, so you realize that you're going to eventually end up naked in the shower. But, you know, you play sports, a bunch of men in the shower, that's not a big issue. But then you come to this one spot and it's a cat sitting there, one of the CEOs sitting there on a stool, and you know, you naked as it is, and you got your clothes kind of covering yourself up, and this cat tells you, turn around, spread your cheeks, and cough.
Wow.
And you're looking at him like man to man, you like trying to see if he's really serious, and you realize that he'll hit you with something like, yo, come on, man, you see all these people, I don't got no time to waste, and he really expects you to do that, and you know, I hear it, you know what I'm saying, and I turn around and I do it, and it happened. It's just like that. I got it. And in that second, again, you know, being such a fanatical historian and reading about the African story, I instantly got the auction block. And there's this picture of a brother on the auction block with his hand over his crotch, he's naked. And that came to mind. The minute I stood up, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just getting this like now. I mean, what if it was like men coming there and examining me and making me bend over and touching my genitals, and all of them things came back, because to me, man, I mean, every one of us that on the planet with African blood in our bodies that are on this side of the world in the West, we owe our lives to 2 sisters and 2 brothers, our maternal and, you know, paternal, great grandparents, the brothers and the 2 brothers and 2 sisters who survived that trip from the motherland to here. I mean, we literally, a lot of people, you know, try to make that sound like this long away time, but as a parent, all you got to remember is we're talking your children's grandchildren. That's just how many generations back it is. It's like 4 or 5 generations away. It's not that long ago. You know, there are people that who can remember having conversations with their grandparents or their parents whose parents were
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
was this like a healing experience for you?
Oh yeah, man.
You know,
it's a taking back thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a taking back thing because the emasculation of the black man comes from that. One of the things that they don't talk about is 95% of the lynchings that happened in the South were done to hide the castration, because that's what the whole thing was. It was, okay, take power. So now we don't want them to see that that's what our whole what we're caught up on. So let's hang him, so that they see the hang, and let's burn him, so that they don't realize that he didn't have a penis left because we took it off and usually stuffed it in their mouth, or and you get the metaphors for all of those things. You know what I'm saying? It's the fear. So that to me was a take back, man. I mean, I think our job as artists is to shock people or to move people, and whatever weapon you use, whether it's humor or anger or what I'm saying, horror, whatever it is you have to, as an artist, we got to use that tool. So I like forcing people to think about that. I like having, I like the stage where I'm away from the audience, but I also like those close venues where the audience have to be right there and doing it, because that's what that process was like for us, for our people. I mean, imagine a black woman going through that, man.
Right.